The purpose of this presentation is to discuss the Minnesota Department of Education roles and responsibilities. This includes the special education policy, state specialists, and early learning services, which provide guidance, information sharing, system development, and funding. The funding goes to some projects called regional low incidence projects. In 2011, one project was the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Birth to 3 Data and Outcomes Survey, which was a survey sent out statewide to Minnesota. What was this project for? It was for finding benchmarks and projects within the Birth to 3 Deaf and Hard of Hearing program. It was a collaboration of Minnesota departments, and it was used to create early hearing detection and intervention goals and service provisions. The following are 5 benchmarks which were reviewed in the survey. The first benchmark was to identify children with hearing loss in less than 3 months of age. And it shows both the statewide and the Region 10 data. The second benchmark was to fit the child with amplification within 30 days of identification. The third benchmark was to refer the family to Help Me Grow, which is the state of Minnesota early childhood special education program for children birth to 3. Refer them within 7 days of confirmation of the hearing loss. Benchmark number 4 was to show if the Help Me Grow program was providing services for those children within 75 days of being referred to Help Me Grow. This was one benchmark where Region 10 was, the average number of days was within 75. The final benchmark was looking at serving at least 60% of children with hearing loss within 60 days of being identified with hearing loss. It looks like Region 10 is about at 50%.
Another project is the Minnesota Centers of Excellence for Young Children with Disabilities. The mission of this project is so that all early childhood educators, professionals have the knowledge and skills necessary in their respective roles to increase the outcomes of children and families. The overall goal is to build regional capacity by training professionals to use evidence-based strategies. A regional center of excellence has been developed in each of the 11 economic development regions within the state of Minnesota and is coordinated by regional professional development facilitators. Within centers of excellence, they sent out an online needs assessment survey to identify areas of needs that early childhood educators felt were necessary. And from this survey, they developed 3 topics that were chosen to develop cadres of master trainers. These cadre members are trained by nationally recognized professionals, and they meet in person and online to advance their skills in each of the following areas. And the current cadres include family-guided routines-based intervention, Social Emotional Interventions, Technical Assistance Center for Social Emotional Intervention, or otherwise known as TAXI, and Serving Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Families, the CLD cadre.
So, as children with hearing loss are being identified and amplified at younger and younger ages, their speech and language skills have the potential to mirror those of peers with typical hearing. However, parents often recognize that something is missing. The information contained here is from an ongoing research project conducted by Christina Yoshinaga Itano at the University of Colorado. And she's looking at the pragmatic language development of children with hearing loss and comparing those results with children with typical hearing. Children with hearing loss use a lot of resources to simply access information. This is a list of some of the pragmatic language skills that Yoshinaga Itano is looking at. These skills are mastered at a much younger age by children with typical hearing. Children with hearing loss do not master them until much later. So, in summary, parents and educators may need to consider progress in pragmatic language development as part of the overall big picture in the development of children with hearing loss. For further information, follow the links below.